Hi Libra, welcome to December. This is Teresa from Tarot-Waite. And this month we have Neptune moving direct on December 4th. We have a full moon in Gemini on the 7th, and that's favorable to your sign. We have a new moon in Capricorn on December 23rd, and at the same time Chiron goes direct in Aries. And then Mercury goes retrograde on the 29th. So we'll get to the astrology later. Let's see what the cards have to say for Libra in terms of love and relationships. What does Libra need to know about love for the month of December? Love and relationships for Libra. What's happening with Libra? What is going on for Libra in December? What is happening for Libra in December? The King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Hangman, the Ace of Swords, the Lovers, the Six of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the card at the bottom of the deck is the Empress. Okay, so you're starting out the month with this energy of the King of Wands crossed by the King. So you might be dealing with two people this month, possibly a fire sign and an earth sign. If the King of Wands represents your energy, you are starting to take a leadership role in your own life. And this king is looking to the past. So you're remembering a disaster that happened in the past, like the Ten of Swords. But that energy is fading. So you're coming out of a dark time where something either didn't work out or there was some ending where you felt like you were down for the count. You were on the ground, stabbed in the back, no hope. But that's over. And the King of Pentacles, if it doesn't represent a person, it can represent an attitude that you have now towards relationship or towards your life in general. You're looking for something stable and secure. You could be connecting with someone that represents the energy of the King of Pentacles, and that would be someone who cares very much about home and family and shows how they care by providing for the people they love. So, the King of Pentacles is someone that works hard for the money, but and they feel that they show their love by providing, like a home, a roof over your head, money in the bank, food on the table. They're into the practical things about life. So that could be someone that you're dealing with. That could describe someone you're dealing with. Some of you might even be dealing with two different types of people. If you're dealing with the King of Wands energy is someone who's very outspoken, a good leader, someone who's not afraid to speak their mind, someone who has a presence when they walk into a room. They like to be noticed. They like to give advice. They like to help others. Sometimes they can be a little bit bossy or bullying, but they mean well. It's just that's their style. Their style is take charge, speak up, Whereas the King of Pentacles energy is more down to earth. They may not even speak that much. They might be kind of quiet, and they're very cautious, and they take things one day at a time. Different energy. So some of you might be dealing with two different people and trying to maybe decide where to focus your energy. Or you may have to choose between these two energies, these two people. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the past. So the Ace of Pentacles is a card of manifestation. Sometimes it can relate to a job offer that's coming in, or some tangible thing that you can create that's bringing in more money. So you might have had some career success in the recent past. that's brought in prosperity, and that has also helped you move past the Ten of Swords energy. You have the Empress here. This is a card of home and family and abundance, reaping the rewards of the efforts you put in. So you could be focused, you could have been focused a lot on family. But you have two aces here. So the two aces are like new beginnings, especially the Ace of Swords. I feel like that this month you're going to take action this month. If you've been sitting on the sidelines thinking or trying to choose, I think this is the month you might have the courage to take action. You have the Hangman here. The Hangman is an energy that's just forming. The Hangman talks about giving something up for something better. So if you were in a relationship that just isn't working, or if you feel like something has ended, you're ready to move on. But right now with the Hangman energy, there's a little bit of a delay. So you're kind of in that transition stage, or in that there's like a pause. You may feel like you're in limbo, like things are not moving, nothing's happening. But that's only temporary. Maybe you need this time out to really think about what you want in life and in a relationship, and it's protecting you from taking action that's ill-considered, or the universe wants you to have time to think about what you really want before you take action. So maybe you were still healing from some past trauma, and now you're going to start to feel like coming back online. The Ace of Swords is about also the Hangman. The Hangman's also about seeing things from a different perspective. Trying to, like, you may have different views about the world or relationships, and maybe they're not compatible with the people around you, so you're seen as someone who thinks differently. And you have to have the courage to take action and stand up for what you believe in. So the Ace of Swords, though, is about taking action. Your warrior spirit has been activated. The Ace is also, because all swords are about intellect, thinking, thoughts, ideas. So maybe you have a new idea coming up on what to do in this relationship situation. How can I bring more love into my life? How can I choose what love is right for me? How can I take action to make it happen? Because you have the Lovers here. The Lovers is about choice. You might be choosing between two people. Maybe two people have caught your eye, and you're not sure which one is better for you, and you're trying to decide. Or you may have to make a decision, do I stay or do I go? It's a significant decision when the Lovers comes up, because whatever you decide, and it might not even be a love thing, it might even be choosing among friends or something, but there's definitely a choice when the Lovers comes up. It's like people, that someone is very important to you, and you have to decide where they fit into your life, and do you want them to keep them into your life, or do you want to take action to bring something new into your life? Because it's in your negative thinking sector. So you may be, if you're having problems in a relationship, you may be doubting, can I fix this? I don't know. Because with the Ten of Swords energy, this is a card of like, I can't put any more energy toward this. It's done. It's over. I need to move on. That's an energy. So you might have, and it's in the past, so it's possible you've already made a decision about a relationship. Like, I'm just done with this situation. I can't keep giving it energy. But a part of you can't forget about the past because you keep looking at it. So maybe you're still healing from it or dealing with it. But now, your environment, you have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about healing from the past, learning lessons from the past so that you don't repeat mistakes. But it can also bring someone from the past back into your life. So you might be reconnecting with an old flame or someone you once knew. And even in some cases, it could even be someone from a past life. Like when you connect with someone, if it's not a person from the actual past in this life, sometimes you meet people and you feel like a special connection with them. Like, why do I feel so comfortable with you? It's probably because you've known each other in another lifetime. You've shared love or some type of relationship. So the 6 is a good card for the future because it means that things are moving in a better direction toward greater harmony and love. And, here, this card, the person is gifting the girl, the boy is giving the girl. So someone's offering you love. Someone's going to offer you love. You're going to have an opportunity. Someone is either going to tell you how they feel or make an offer towards you. And then it's up to you whether you want to accept it. Now you've got this 4 of Cups here. The 4 of Cups is a card of dissatisfaction, boredom, feeling like you're not being valued or appreciated. So whatever situation you're finding yourself in at the beginning of the month or even during the month, you may feel like, I don't really feel the love. I'm not feeling the love. I'm not feeling appreciated. I'm not feeling valued. Especially if you're in a relationship. You may feel like, I don't know if my partner really cares. I don't feel like I'm being respected. I'm not getting the love I need. And you're thinking, maybe I should just see what else is out there. Maybe this is not, all that there is for me. Maybe there's something else that's better. Maybe I need to leave this situation and find something better. So someone is offering you love, though, but you're not accepting the love. It's like, I don't know if this is exactly what I want. So you're kind of on the fence, trying to decide, do I want to stay? Should I stay or should I go? Like that old song. At some point, you're going to you have to make a decision. I think at some point, you're going to take action. You have the Page of Pentacles here. This is a card of being open to the new. It could also mean the beginning of a new relationship, but it's at the early stages. With an earth sign, it could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The page could represent children, but I think in this case, it represents the beginning stages of possibly a new relationship or a new beginning in an existing relationship where you have to take things slow, take things one day at a time. So don't rush into anything. And the Hangman is telling you need patience. That even if things seem to be not moving, at some point they are going to move. And it's because you're going to take action. The Ace of Swords is a very active card. It's like the warrior card. Like, I'm not going to just sit around and do nothing. I'm going to take action. So if you've suffered some kind of a loss in the past, you're ready to put that behind you and move on. It's just that you have to figure out what it is you actually want first. You can't get what you want if you don't know what you want. So I think you're going to be doing a lot of thinking this month about what do you really want in a relationship and who do you want, what type of person, because you're going to have more than one option. So you have to take time out and think which option is what would be right for me, would be the best for me. Because the ultimate goal is the Empress, having that sense of home and family, having that sense of abundance. This is like the mother card. So for some of you, it might be you want to have children, or you want to be closer to your children, or you want to create some type of environment with a partner where you can feel like you have home and family. Reestablish that home and family feeling. When you come home and when you work the whole day and you come home and like, this is my home, this is my family. It's your like place of refuge. So I think that you have the potential for some new beginnings once you make up your mind and figure out what you want and make a decision and decide to take action. And then I think you're going to be able to shift the energy. So you're coming out of the Ten of Swords. That's done. You're done with that. You can only go up. If you look at this card, yes, the past might have been really difficult and you might have felt that you've been through the mill in relationship, in love, in life. But the sun is rising out of the darkness. So there is a new day. A new day is dawning. But I still feel that you need to make it happen. You can't sit around waiting for it to happen. So let's see what before I get to the astrology, I forgot about the angel cards. Let's see what the angels have to say for Libra. What does Libra need to know? Blessings. Okay, so this is your card for this month. Love, light, blessings. Through this card, you are being showered with angelic light. Accept the blessings about to come your way and know that you deserve to be and have all your heart desires. You are being lovingly guided along a golden path, a magical journey, through which you shall discover your true essence, the infinite and eternal you. Congratulations. So blessings are coming. Don't think negatively about it. Don't let fear stop you from embracing whatever's on offer, because I feel like you're moving into a brighter time. Okay, now we can talk about the astrology. So you have a full moon in Gemini in your 9th house, and it's conjunct Mars, and it's opposed the Sun in the 3rd house. So 9th house has to do with long distance travel, higher education, spirituality, teaching, learning, connecting with people from other cultures. So this is a full moon is a culmination or a completion. You might have just completed a long an educational process or come back from a long trip or something where you were connecting with other people that really kind of expanded your awareness. It's like, when you live in a place and, everybody's the same, and then you go and travel to like another country and you see a totally different culture, it kind of like, it's a consciousness raising experience. And Mars is connecting with the moon. I feel like you're really ready to take action, to travel, to get out of your comfort zone, to explore new lands. Like, you're like Captain Kirk, exploring the universe, to boldly go where no man has gone before. You're ready for travel. You're ready for adventure. And this moon is trining Saturn in your 5th house. Now, Saturn in the 5th house is the house of romance. It's the house of children. It's the house of creative self-expression. So, and with the Sun in the 3rd house, that's the house of communication, relatives. This is a great time for you to reach out to people and to, schedule some fun things in your life. Reach out to someone, to your children if you've been too busy to deal with children, or if you want to have children. This is a good, because when Mars is trining Saturn, you could create something stable. You have the energy and the courage to go after what you want and to create something that lasts, because Saturn represents stability, structure, discipline, commitment. So if there's something that you've always wanted to do in a creative way, like a creative project, now's the time to take action. If there's a relationship that you've wanted to explore, now's the time to make a move. If there are children, if you wanted to have children, this is all supporting those things. Starting a family, connecting with children that maybe you haven't seen in a while. Whatever it is, the 5th house is the fun house. So it's like, okay, put the work down. If it's been all work and no play, it's time for you to get out of that mode. And Mars will give you the courage to make those changes and to speak up and to communicate and reach out to people. Not just in your immediate environment, but even long distance. Get out of you might feel like traveling more. Neptune and Jupiter are in your 6th house of work and health. This is your day-to-day on the job. And Neptune, well, the moon is kind of squaring Neptune. It's going to be more as it moves throughout the day. On the 7th, it will square Neptune. Right now, like at the full moon, it's 16 degrees. As it moves to the 22nd degree, because the moon is a fast-moving. Eventually, the moon is going to square Neptune, exactly. And then Jupiter. And eventually, a couple of days later, the Sun will move towards a square with Neptune and Jupiter in your 6th house. So there could be some things happening at work, in your work environment. With Neptune and even your health. If there's some health issue that you need to take care of, don't be afraid to take care of it. Like Jupiter there, you may be just taking on too much, because Jupiter gives you optimism, and it gives you like the feeling that you can do anything and do everything. And that's true for the most part, but you have to know what your limits are. So you don't want to overdo things or overcommit. That's the only thing that, you have to be wary of with Jupiter. Especially since Jupiter, well, it's coming out of, Jupiter with Neptune, it's kind of like, they're both very positive in Pisces. They're strong in Pisces. So Jupiter could bring abundance. There could be a lot of opportunities coming in with Jupiter. Neptune in the 6th house, you could be sacrificing a lot for others. You could be doing work that where you're taking care of other people or you're serving others in some way. The best way that Neptune, the best way that to use the Neptune energy is through creativity and meditation. So a good thing to maybe combat stress, if you feel overwhelmed by the work that you're doing, is to take time out to meditate. You need that escape. You need that time to recharge. Like go walking in the woods, connect with nature, do some kind of meditation, do yoga. I feel like you could also, like this is a good time to work on healthy habits, like not overeating or not eating the wrong foods, or, take time out to nurture yourself, to heal yourself. So that's something that's important around this time. Now, Jupiter is making a favorable aspect to Pluto, and Pluto's in your 4th house. So you can make some positive changes around home and family at this time. Maybe something happens at work and you're making more money and you have the money to fix up your house, or you have the money to spend more time with the family. I just feel like the Jupiter-Pluto connection, when it's a positive connection, and sometimes even when it's a negative connection, it brings wealth. It brings abundance. So that's a good thing. And that's activating your 6th and 3rd and 4th house. Venus is in your 3rd house. So you can find love just running around the neighborhood. But it's also a time when your communication style is more charming. You're ready to reach out to people and talk to people. So if you've been in the hermit mode, I think you're coming out of that and you're ready to socialize. And that's what Libra does best. Libra is like the social cruise director of the universe. You just love parties. You love getting together with people and talking to different people. So I think there's going to be more of that. But because Venus is squaring Jupiter, you may just have to just be careful that you don't overdo it. That's the only thing. I mean, when Venus and Jupiter are in a square, it's not a bad thing. It just, because Venus and Jupiter are good planets or benevolent planets, so it just means be careful that you don't overdo it, that you don't take on too much or do anything in excess, like eating, drinking, partying, whatever. Then we have the new moon in Capricorn, and that's on the 23rd, close to Christmas, right after the solstice on the 21st. And this new moon is in your 4th house of home. So there could be some new beginnings happening in the home and family. Maybe you're either having a new relationship with family, someone might be moving in or moving out, or you could have buying a new home, fixing up your home. Maybe you're even having a new relationship with your family. Maybe you're healing certain strange relationships with people that have been distant. You have Jupiter in the 7th house in Aries, and that is very positive for connecting with a soulmate partner, a partner that's really a good fit with you. And if you connect with anyone romantically this month around this new moon, that person is going to be financially stable and is going to bring a lot of optimism and joy into your life. You're going to feel good around this person because Jupiter is like expansive. It's positive energy. It's like it's the dream maker, the miracle. It brings miracles in abundance. And so you have the luck of Jupiter in finding a perfect partner this month, and while Jupiter is in Aries, and part of next year too, because Jupiter is moving from Pisces into Aries, and it will be in Aries for a good part of the year of 2023. So now's the time to find that soulmate if you're not involved with anybody, or that perfect partner that brings joy and abundance into your life. You have, at this new moon, you also have Venus, Mercury, and Pluto in the 4th house. So there's a lot of changes going on in your home situation. Venus brings love and abundance. You may want to I feel like you're going to be fixing up your home. Mercury, you might want to have parties or get-togethers where you're discussing, talking, tossing around ideas. Pluto is, major change. Pluto's been in your 4th house since 2008. So your home has gone through major revisions since then. You may have totally redone it, redecorated, breaking, because Pluto rules breaking down and rebuilding. But now you've got Mercury and Venus there, so it's a good time for parties and getting together with people. Neptune's in your 6th house. Again, the 6th house is the house of service, sacrifice, what you do for others. So just make sure you're not falling for someone's sob story and overgiving. Because, a lot of times you could attract people that are diamonds in the rough, that need a lot of work, that need saving, that need help. They're always needing help, always, got a sob story. Just don't become a victim. And know what your limits are. Because you have a compassionate heart, but you have to set some you may have to set some boundaries with work and set boundaries with needy friends. Mars, like I said, Mars is still in the 9th house. Mars is in Gemini. It's been in your 9th house since the end of the summer. It will leave the 9th house in March of 2023. And while it's retrograding, you're going to be rethinking what your beliefs are, rethinking a lot of the things, like what you thought were possible. You might be thinking, like, maybe I should go back to school and learn something I've always wanted to learn. Maybe I need to pick up new skills. Or if you're older and you have a lot of knowledge, you may be thinking, maybe I have something I could teach. Maybe I want to teach what I've known. I have a lot of experience and I could teach others. Or you may just want to travel. You may be like, you know what, I'm tired of, we had COVID and we were all stuck for 2 years in the house. Maybe now you're like, I want to break free. I want to try new things. I want to go explore the world. So you might be thinking about doing that. Mars is also sextile Chiron in your 7th house, so you have some healing to do around relationships. Maybe you're healing from a breakup or healing from a difficult relationship that happened in the past, and now you're ready to take action and move on and move forward. Uranus is going through your 8th house, which is shaking up your money, your investments. That could be volatile right now. So don't do anything risky when it comes to money or investments. But you also may be trying to find unique ways to pay out, to get out of debt. Maybe you're thinking of like getting a bank loan or getting some type of financial support from others so that you could pay off bills. Because the 8th house is the house of inheritance, taxes, insurance payouts, dealing with like institutions like banks. So you could be getting your money, that house with Uranus there. You're thinking about security, long-term security, and if you have a lot of bills and debt, you're probably figuring out a strategy. How can I pay all this down? Because the economy is unstable, and I don't know. I don't want any surprises. I want to get myself into a position of financial security. So you could be focusing on that as well. Mercury then is going to go retrograde in your 4th house at the end of the month, so that could bring back some people from the past, or you may revisit some issues around home and family that you might need to go back and renegotiate something. So if you had some work done in your house, you may renegotiate a contract. Maybe if something wasn't done properly, you want to redo it and do it better the second time around. Could even be for relationships with home and family. Maybe you're reconnecting with people that you haven't talked to in a long time, and see where it goes. A lot of times when Mercury retrogrades, it brings people back from the past. And you have the 6 of Cups in your reading. So you could be connecting with a past friend or lover and decide, like, maybe we should try again. Let's try it the second, see if this works this time. So I think that you're going to have a positive month. I think you're going to have, especially toward the end of the month, I think it's going to be more social. And you're going to be getting out more. And you're going to be connecting with more people. And in one of those connections, you could find love. If you're looking for love, I think it's on. So that's my forecast. If you enjoyed this reading and it resonated with you, leave a comment in the comment box. Click on the like button. Click on the subscribe button. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and we can get you scheduled. In the meantime, Libra, I hope you have a wonderful holiday. No matter what you're celebrating, happy solstice, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas.